So we're just about 10 minutes or so from tip-off here. Crowd still beginning to fill in. And things haven't quite gone to plan for the hosts in the Champions League regular season so far. They come into game day 7 with a 1-5 record so far. Their win coming at the start of November against NSC Krasnoyarsk. EWE, on the other hand, are coming into this with a 4-2 record so far. They sit in 3rd position in the Group A table. Here are the games then on game day 7. Juventus Athena against Murcia. And then tomorrow, NSC Krasnoyarsk, Dinamo Sassari and AS Monaco, who are going great guns at the moment, unbeaten in their opening 6 games. And they take on Pinar Karšiaká, who sit in 2nd spot in Group A. So that should be a really good one. Those final 2 matches are tomorrow. Juventus Athena and Murcia are also playing today. So I'll try and keep you up to date with the scores in that one. Murcia currently leading 24 points to 17. They've just finished the first quarter there, so good start for the Spanish side. Yeah, it's certainly been tough for Hapoel Holon so far. Their shooting from the outside has let them down. Their 3-point field goal percentage down at just 25.8%. Compare that to EWE Baskets Oldenburg. They're shooting the 3 just below 50%, so a big difference there. Here is how Group A currently stands at the moment. As I mentioned, AS Monaco with that 6-0 start. So they lead the way on 12 points. Pinar Karšiaká, the Turkish side, on 11 points with a 5-1. And then EWE Baskets Oldenburg just behind them in 3rd with 10 points. They're 4-2. And all the way at the bottom there, Holon 1-5. And they prop up the table. So still plenty of time left, obviously, in the regular season. We go all the way through until late January. And here are the 2 rosters then. We start with EWE. And, well, they've had a few big performances. Byron Allen there, right at the top. He's averaging 19.5 points a game, 4 rebounds. You also look at the likes of Maxime Dezeo, who has 11.4 points. And then Ricky Polding, or Poldingborg, as he's affectionately known in Germany. He averages 16.5 points as well. Here is the Hapoel Holon roster then. No Tu Holloway, unfortunately for them, anymore. And they'll be looking to the likes of Glenn Rice Jr., who's been absolutely magnificent for them since he's arrived. He averages 24 points a game, 6.3 rebounds, 3 assists since he joined the side. So they'll be looking for him to go to work again on both ends of the floor today. And a few other names to look out for EWE, the likes of Tashawn Thomas as well, who's averaging double digits in scoring and 5.8 points, 5.8 rebounds, sorry, a game as well. So the team's just being introduced to the crowd. First of all, the EWE team, and now we will hear the Hapoel Holon side introduced. We'll get a more affectionate welcome, I would have thought. And the crowd are going to have to try and play their part as well today to spur their side onto victory. As I said, their one and only victory in the Basketball Champions League regular season so far did come in front of their own fans. A couple of weeks ago, right at the start of November, they beat NSC Krasnoyarsk 81 points to 75. There is Glenn Rice Jr. that you can just see. He's a massive presence for them. But in fairness to them, although they have lost 5 out of the 6 games they've played, a lot of them have been tight. Back on game day 1, they lost by just 2 points to Murcia, 78-76. They also lost by just 2 to Juventus Athena, 71-69. They lost by 7 away to Pinar Karšiaká, 98-91. So it's not as though they're being blown away every single game. Their 2 heaviest defeats came last time out away to Dinamo Sassari, where they lost by 14, and their heaviest defeat came when they lost by 29 at home to AS Monaco. But that's Well, AS Monaco have been beating everyone reasonably comfortably, so there's no shame in that. But they are reliant on the likes of Glenn Rice Jr. You'll see him dictating a number of plays for them. So we have 3 more weeks of the Basketball Champions League before we take another little break over the Christmas and New Year periods. So we go all the way through to game day 9, which finishes on Wednesday the 20th of December. And then we'll be back early January. Tuesday the 9th of January is when game day 10 will get underway. So still a few more weeks to enjoy before we break for the festive period. And these two sides are pretty much ready to go. There is Brad Losing for EWE Baskets Oldenburg. The German side did face a pretty major overhaul from last season. They lost a few stars, the likes of Dennis Kramer and Brian Cavale. Here are the referees today: Anastasios Piloidis, Boris Krajcek and Özlem Yalman from Turkey. So 3 of the very best in charge for us today. Yeah, so they lost quite a few big players over the off-season, did the German side. But they were able to bring in the likes of Byron Allen, who arrived from Ches Nymburk. He had some Basketball Champions League experience last season. Here is the starting 5 for Oldenburg. They go with Massenat, Deseu, Polding, McConnell and Schvettel. So Polding averaging 16.5 points a game so far. And there is Mladen Drijencic, the EWE Baskets head coach. Holon, of course, the only side from Israel in the Champions League. Here is their starting 5. They go with Tamir Black, Corey Walden, Glenn Rice Jr., Tashon Thomas and TJ Klein. So yeah, Glenn Rice Jr. averaging over 20 points a game, which is really impressive stuff. Corey Walden's another who they'll be looking to try and get on the ball as much as they can. Their head coach Dan Shamir. So TJ Klein having his first appearance in the Basketball Champions League this season. So they'll be looking for him to try and fill the void left by Terrell Holloway. And a decent crowd in. Good to see a few kids as well. A few of these players on show today were in action during the international break, where we had the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 qualification games. Those that weren't in action would have enjoyed a bit of a break, which would have been nice. They lost a few as well, did Hapoel Holon during the off-season. The likes of Darian Atkins, he joined fellow Basketball Champions League side Strasbourg of France. And they also lost Roy Huber as well. They signed well, the likes of Tamir Blatt, who, of course, is son of David Blatt. Tashon Thomas and Joe Alexander, who was a very good college player, Joe Alexander. And we're just about to get underway. I believe we're going to have a minute's silence before we do start, though, to honour the memory of the FIBA referee, Gianluca Mattioli, who rather tragically passed away just a couple of days ago, so they will be doing a minute's silence for him. Junior in heavy discussions by the looks of things. So here is confirmation that we are going to have a minute's silence for the referee Gianluca Mattioli. He was a respected international basketball referee, sadly passed away in November. He was responsible for FIBA 3-on-3 refereeing. He officiated in Italy, his native country, as well as in the most prestigious European basketball competitions. He highly contributed to the Basketball Champions League, officiating and being part of it from the very beginning last year. So as a sign of sorrow and solidarity to his family, we kindly will respect him for a minute's silence. So nicely observed from everybody inside this basketball hall. And now we can get underway. Game day 7 of the Basketball Champions League in Group A. Hapoel Holon looking to try and see an upturn in their fortunes after a slow start to the regular season. They're 1-5 up against EWE Baskets Oldenburg, who are 4-2 coming into this one. First chance of a three to Philip Schvethelm, no good. Rebound by Tashawn Thomas. Now Glenn Rice Jr. Nice ball movements, and the three is on the way, no good, just comes up short. Last touch was off the Israeli side, and EWE will have it. Mickey McConnell, the three again is on the way, and this one is good. And the first points go to Maxime Deseo. Here's Tamir Blatt. Blatt throws it away, gets a little fortunate though, as Glenn Rice Jr. tries to respond with the three of his own. Air ball. Rebound by Philip Schvethelm. Now to Deseo, back to McConnell, another three on the way, and back-to-back threes for EWE Baskets Oldenburg, and it's a nice start for the visitors. They lead 6-0 early on, 2 from 3 from the outside. Another three for Glenn Rice Jr., comes up short, another rebound for Philip Schvethelm, his second. So both sides shooting the ball a lot so far from the outside. EWE having much more success than Hapoel Holon. Nice bounce pass, and the first two of the game goes to Maxime Deseo. He's got 5 personal, and EWE race out to an 8-0 lead. Glenn Rice Jr. up against Ricky Polding. Nice ball movement by the home side. Now Blatt for three is good. And finally, Hapoel Holon make one from beyond the arc. And it is Tamir Blatt, who, as I said, is son of the former player and coach David Blatt, who was, of course, at the Cleveland Cavs until last year. Another three comes up short. Glenn Rice Jr. just about managing to bring down the rebound, throws it away though. And another three is made, and it's Ricky Polding. Glenrice Jr. just having to quickly tie his shoes up. Blatt. Shot clock is down to 3. Need to try and get the shot away. Drives to the baseline on the reverse. The dunk, I don't think it's going to count. Or is it? Was he just on time? He may well have been. Thought it was just after the buzzer. I think it has counted. And the foul in the end is called. Let's have another look at this. It was Glenrice Jr. Must have just been right before the buzzer. Foul goes on Tashon Thomas. Great bounce pass, oh, and a big dunk by Maxime Deseo. Great start for him, he's got 7. And he goes again, fouled and makes and 1. So a first trip to the foul line. Nice penetration from Corey Walden, just felt the contact, threw up the 2, got it to go. And a chance for a 3-point play as the foul is called on Frans Massenat, his first. And he does indeed make it a 3-point play. And reduces the arrears to 5, and he's stolen it again. Corey Walden. Walden's going to go himself. Great little step. And the finish as well. Nice 30 seconds or so for Corey Walden, who went undrafted back in the 2015 NBA draft. He was later signed by the Boston Celtics, but was waived after just 4 preseason games. And a nice pass. And it's finished off by Tashon Thomas. So a nice little comeback by Hapoel Holon, who started a little sluggishly. Great vision by Tamir Blatt. And an easy 2 for Tashon Thomas. So it's now just a 1-point game. And the first timeout has been called by EWE Baskets Oldenburg.
From this side to this side. We have enough. Again, it's shot. Please stop and shot. We say patience, contact the basket, moving the ball, guys. We have good company, we score. But no, don't be, you know, too short and heavy. Right here, right here, right here. Let's go, come on.
So a good start to this one. EWE 13, Hapoel Holon 12. EWE raced out to an 8-0 lead, but a nice comeback by the Israeli side. Corey Walden with 5. And it's the German side in possession, and an offensive foul goes on Brad Losing, who's not particularly happy with the call, and quite rightly. His teammates just come and drag him away before he picks up a tee. It's a great atmosphere as well inside this hall. And we've played about 4.5 minutes in this opening quarter. Here's Corey Walden again, who started brightly, thought about the 3, decided against it, gets it back. Up against Frans Massenat. The shot clock is down to 4. It hits the knee of Frans Massenat, so Holon will get it back. Get another 14 seconds on the shot clock. Here is Glenn Rice Jr. Tries to put up a difficult two, doesn't get the roll. Rebound by Maxime Deseo, the Belgian. Here's Ricky Polding. Now Brad Losing throws up the little teardrop and gets it. So 15 points to 12, the lead now. Here's Tamir Blatt. Blatt throws it back outside. The three for Corey Walden is good. And we're all tied up. 15 points each. Corey Walden with the hot hand early on for the Israeli side. He's got 8. And a steal as well. Great pass inside, and Ricky Polding puts away the 2. Here's Glenn Rice Jr. again. Manages to draw the foul. It's a beautiful little pass here by Brad Losing. Went to college at Wofford, did Brad Losing, has the all-time record at Wofford for games played, games started, minutes played, and minutes played in a season, so he was a pretty integral part of their side. Well, nice inbound pass, that's too easy though. Sean Thomas makes the 2, but EWE are going to really have to tighten up on the defensive end. That was way too easy. Just an inbound bounce pass. Here's Franz Massenat. Schwettelm looked up, thought about the 3, decided against it, but manages to draw the foul anyway. So the foul goes on Guy Pnini. Schwettelm, Deseo comes out, sets the screen, good ball movement. The open 3 is just a little too long. Offensive rebound, Polding throws it outside again. Another 3 on the way, no good. Another offensive ball. They've got to box out a little better than this, do Hapoel Holon. Schwettelm. Now Polding drives, can't make the 2, but it's put back. Well, so many second chance points there for EWE Baskets Oldenburg. They've got 5 compared to Hapoel Holon's 0 so far. But another 2. Ties it up again to Sean Thomas, who's got 6. He's 100% from the field so far, 3 from 3. Here is Ricky Polding up against Glenn Rice Jr. Polding, nice little spin and a good finish as well. High up on the glass, a nice soft touch, gets it to go. Plenty of experience for Ricky Polding, 35 years of age now. He was a round 2 pick at the 2004 NBA draft by the Detroit Pistons. Going back quite a few years there. But still one of their key players here for EWE Baskets. Another 3 on the way. This time it's off target. The rebound by Maxime Deseo. Schwettelm to Polding for 3 is just a little long. Another offensive rebound. Great pass by Schwettelm, and Deseo knocks it down. Well, it's another offensive board though for the German side. 5 offensive rebounds so far for EWE Baskets Oldenburg, none for Hapoel Holon. 10 rebounds in total for EWE, 2 in total for the Israelis, so it's got to improve on that front. They've got to crash the boards a lot better. Maxime Deseo already into double digits. He's got 11. Losing already with his third foul, which is a little worrying. So he checks out the game. Byron Allen is the man who comes in. Glenn Rice Jr., lovely little right-hand jump hook. Such a prolific scorer is Glenn Rice Jr. And another three is on the way. This time, no good. Great pass down the floor, the foul. So Sean Thomas can't make the two, but he will head to the line and shoot a couple. Great pass down the floor. He's got such great vision, Tamir Blatt. Sees passes that other guys don't. Signed a 2-year contract here in July earlier this year, did Tamir Blatt. So just confirmation that the foul went on Isaiah Fillmore. EWE now in the penalty for the final 1 minute 23 seconds in this opening quarter. It's been a good opening quarter, and we're all tied up again at 23 points each. Tashawn Thomas checks out, and in comes Shannon Coleman. Here's Byron Allen. Allen looking to go himself, and a good finish as well underneath. Both sides getting in the paint quite a bit. 16 points in the paint for the Germans, 14 for Hapoel Holon. Here's Tamir Blatt, Glenn Rice Jr. Catch, shoot, make, and fouled. And it is a chance for a 4-point play for Glenn Rice Jr., who just makes scoring look ever so easy at times. Comes into this game averaging 24 points a game, 6.3 rebounds, 3 assists in his 3 Basketball Champions League games that he's played so far. He's had a bit of a haircut since the last time I saw him, where he was rocking some kind of afro. And he does make the 4-point play, and Hapoel Holon have themselves a 2-point advantage here with just over 30 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Great pass, uncontested 3, comes up way short. Offensive rebound again, though, by Carsten Tadder, the German international. Now Byron Allen. Another 3 on the way, and Byron Allen is up to 5 points personal. He's 2 from 2 from the field. And it's yet more second chance points for EWE. They've got 10, and there's about 4 seconds left on the game clock, and he'll finish with a 3, which is too long. Rebound by Polding, but the buzzer goes, and that will be that for the opening quarter, and it's been a really good one as well. And EWE Baskets Oldenburg just edging it, 28 points to 27. So here are the stats. You can see how well both sides are shooting the ball from the inside, both at nearly 90%. Holon 7 from 8, EWE 8 from 9. Both sides below 40% from beyond the arc. Maxime Deseo has been the key man really for EWE. There he was knocking down the first 3 of the game. He's got 11 points personal. And it's Corey Walden who has 8. As does Glenn Rice Jr. for the hosts. In the other game in Group A, by the way, it's at the half-time stage between Juventus Utena and Murcia, and it's Murcia who lead by 16 at the halfway stage. 51 points to 35 in that one, so nice start for them. We'll keep you up to date with that score as the game goes on. This has just been a really good watch. That was the steal from Corey Walden. Tamir Blatt has had a nice start as well. He's already got 4 assists. And that was probably the highlight play of that first quarter. The 3 that was knocked down by Glenn Rice Jr. and the foul, which he converted the free throw, made it a 4-point play. And it will be Hapoel Holon with the first possession in this second quarter. They trail by 1. Here's Corey Walden. 3 from miles out is good. Great start to the second quarter, and it's Guy Pnini who shoots it pretty well from the outside. They're up to 44%. I mentioned their poor 3-point shooting in the competition so far. Right at the start of this game, they're shooting the 3 at about 25%, so that will need to improve, and EWE will turn it over as Fillmore is called on the travel. Not one turnover for Hapoel Holon so far, 3 for EWE. So they're looking after the ball pretty well, are the Israelis. Here's Corey Walden out to the corner. The 3 is good again. Shannon Coleman knocks it down. Was born in Denmark to an Israeli mother. An American father was Shannon Coleman. Has played his basketball in Israel for the last 5 years or so. Byron Allen was fouled. This is the 3 that we've just seen by Shannon Coleman. Has represented Denmark at international level, though. So Coleman called on his first foul. I think Byron Allen was saying that he should have had a trip to the line, and it wasn't a great inbound pass, and in the end they actually turn it over again, EWE. So really good start to the second quarter for Hapoel Holon. A couple of 3s knocked down, a couple of turnovers as well for their opponents. Walden, great pass. Tashawn Thomas was fouled. Pretty tough competitor, Tashawn Thomas. He's only 24 years of age, not long out of college. Here's Thomas again, great pass! And the big slam from Corey Walden. He's up to 10 now. And Hapoel Holon have raced out to an 8-0 lead in this second quarter. And they've extended the advantage to 7 in the game as they try and reduce that with a 3. No good. Pnini grabs the rebound. Coleman, another 3 on the way. This time it's an air ball. Tries to usher it out. Corey Walden did his best to keep it in bounds, but EWE will have it back. Oh, have another look at this. Great little bounce pass, though, from Tashawn Thomas, and Corey Walden had nothing else in his mind than dunking all over the defense. Here is Mickey McConnell, shot clock down to 4. McConnell tried to play the little pass, was fouled. Foul actually went on Mickey McConnell, so they'll turn it over again. Here's Thomas. Tamir Blatt thought about the three from miles out. Decided against it. Another whistle. Crowd have certainly found their voice. Foul goes on Schvetteln this time. Here's Walden again, throws it back outside. Tamir Blatt. Blatt, nearly throws up the alley-oop. And Tashion Thomas just couldn't quite convert it. There was an EWE hand in there somewhere that just knocked the ball away from Tashion Thomas. Now in transition, Walden. Oh, great pass! Well, the defence has got to tighten up out there for EWE. It's just another easy two in the end. We've seen some great assists, though, so far from Hapoel Holon especially. And Tashion Thomas has certainly started brightly. He's got 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And timeout has been called here by EWE Baskets Oldenburg, with the lead up to 9 now for Hapoel Holon.
Hey, but please again, be strong in the zone, guys. Be strong in the zone. Give him no long passes. You know, and watch it. Only communicate for the team. You see that we are only in the blue or something, and we fast the move. We have no option. And watch when
he's already in. Let's bring it to the middle, run it down automatically, run to the corners so we get all the. Okay?
keep running, keep running.
So lucky that we're able to hear both coaches in the timeouts, exactly what they're saying to their teams. Both of them having to speak in English, with so many players from all over the globe, really, in the rosters. But what a start it has been to this second quarter for the home side. They are 10-0 in this second quarter, and they lead by 9. Crowd is really filled up as well, and they just had to be careful to get it across the half court in the 8 seconds. Just about did that. Here is McConnell. McConnell throws it away again. It's another turnover for EWE, and now in transition, the fast break, but he's stepped out of bounds, which was a little clumsy, and they'll turn it straight back over. Their first turnover of the entire game, though, for Hapoel. So back comes Maxime Deseo. Isaiah Fillmore is the man who's checked out the game. Is Franz Massenat. Nearly threw it straight out of bounds. Good hands by McConnell. They're protecting the perimeter pretty well, although the defense went AWOL a little bit there, and nice soft touch at the hoop from Maxime Deseo again. Went for the fast break, and in doing so they've turned it straight back over. And this time the foul goes on Tashion Thomas. So the ball back in the hands of EWE. Well, after watching Hapoel Holon for the opening quarter and a half or so here, it's hard to believe, really, that they're 1-5 in the Basketball Champions League so far. Played with fluency, moved the ball really well, shoot the ball well. Lovely pass, Maxime Deseo with a couple of feints, and the last touch was actually off EWE. So the Israeli side will get it back. Decided just to let it go out. I think they were under the impression that the last touch was actually off a Holon player. Here is Corey Walden. Now Glenn Rice Jr., who's back on the floor. Thought about the three. The shot clock, though, is down to 3. Someone needs to get it away. Glenn Rice Jr. with an awful pass. And that'll be a backcourt violation. And Holon will turn it over. So having not had a turnover all game, they've had 3 in pretty quick succession over the last 60, 90 seconds or so. Here's DeZeo again. Up against Klein. DeZeo has to throw it back outside. The 3 is good. Well, that's what EWE needs. The 3 knocked down by Carsten Tada, who spent most of his career at Bros Bamberg in Germany from 2007 to 2015, but then moved on. Was a BBL All-Star last year. He was part of the German side as well, who were playing in the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 qualifiers over the last couple of weeks. And another timeout has been called, this time by the hosts.
Let's go 3. Okay. Tamir, coming from this way. Glenn, you screen. Okay, and
No, we are too fast. We are too fast. And try faster share that ball. Faster share that ball. Okay, let's go. Let's go. One share the way.
He wants them to share the ball a lot faster than they are doing. As we just have a look at this big play by Maxime DeZeo. And had the assist as Tada knocked down the 3. So we've got just over 5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Well, Holon 37, EWE Baskets Oldenburg 33, so just a 4-point game. Biggest lead so far has been 9 for Hapoel Holon and 8 for EWE Baskets. That's what they raced out to start off this game, the German side, but since then, Hapoel Holon have fought back admirably. Here's Tamir Blatt. Nice pass, and uses the glass. Does Klein Jr. And his first points of the ball game. It's Carsten Tada. Massenad into DeZeo, leads the way with 13 as Polding drives and slams it down. Ricky Poldingberg. He's up to 9. Now Tamir Blatt. Klein Jr. throws up another 2 and gets it to go from the foul line. Franz Massenad. Massenad, oh, it's a huge dunk! Maxime DeZeo. Now Tamir Blatt. Well, all of a sudden we've seen some massive plays over the last minute or so as Glenn Rice Jr. turns it over again. Absolutely no interest in trying to get back to help his side out defensively. And Schvettel makes it pretty easy too. Sometimes Glenn Rice Jr.'s attitude has been called into question at various teams that he's played for in his career. Absolutely no doubting the potential and the talent of him. And I think he does have the ability to perhaps rub people up the wrong way. Here he is again. Nearly turns it over again. Deciding to go himself. He manages to draw the foul. The foul goes on Philipp Schvettel. Great pass by Ricky Polding there. Nice start to the game from him. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Here is Tashawn Thomas, who just drives. And it's another big dunk for Tashawn Thomas. 5 from 6 from the field. He's up to 12 points. The lead is back up to 6. Oh, it's been a bit of a dunking exhibition so far. This will be a long 2. DeZeo just comes up short. And last touch was off Hapoel Holon, so EWE will keep possession. Here's Ricky Polding. Polding looking to go himself. Difficult shot, oh, gets it to go and is fouled. That is a big play from Ricky Polding, who will head to the line and have a chance for another 3-point play. How on earth he got that to go? And he does indeed convert on the 3-point play. It's just a 3-point game now. 45 points to 42. Ricky Polding certainly caught the eye whilst he was at college, as another 3 is on the way. In and out, rebound by Maxime DeZeo. Now Massenat out to DeZeo. DeZeo throws the 3. Again, it's in and out. Last touch, though, was off Philip Schvethelm. And Hapoel Holon will regain possession. Just over 90 seconds to go in the first half. It's ebbed and flowed as this one. Hapoel Holon have, on a number of occasions, looked as though they may well be beginning to pull away as Glenn Rice Jr. throws the 3. DeZeo with the rebound. Now Massenat. DeZeo into Polding, who was fouled. Foul goes on Corey Walden. Tashawn Thomas checks out the game. Klein Jr. is back in. Oh, nice inbound passes again, just too easy. As DeZeo makes another 2. Some start to the game for him. 17 points, he's 8 from 12 from the field, 5 rebounds as well. And all of a sudden it's just a 1-point game. Tamir Blatt has to throw it back outside. Corey Walden turns down the 3, runs into traffic though, has to make a difficult shot, can't get it to go. Here's Massenat. Schvethelm for 3 is good. And EWE Baskets lead again. They've trailed by as many as 9 in this second quarter. They've come back and have the lead as Hapoel Holon call a timeout with just over 40 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Stay in the fight. Don't do aggressive. Enough. Then you are close to them. After this, you can attack or no?
Maybe one, maybe
Yes,
roll.
yes, yes.
Maybe roll on the face.
Now pick and roll on the top is fit. Pick and roll on the top is fit. Okay.
If he's too high, I just push it.
Well, I think he'll be pretty pleased with his side, the way they fought in this second quarter. As I said, there's been a few occasions where it has looked as though Hapoel Holon were perhaps going to pull away. They did get out to that 9-point lead, but EWE Baskets Oldenburg have always had an answer. And thanks mainly, really, to Maxime Deseo and Ricky Polding, they now lead by 2 with just under 40 seconds to go in this first half. There was a chance for a 2-for-1 here, and they've turned it over, though, have Hapoel Holon. There's now about a 4-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Here is Tada. And they'll turn it over. Gone on Maxime Deseo. I think it was a 3-second call. So 13.7 seconds. It was just an offensive foul by Deseo. So 13.7 seconds left in this second quarter. And the last possession will belong to Hapoel Holon, who trail by 2, looking to try and tie this ball game up or even take the lead for 3. Comes up short, no good. And that will be that for the first half. A really enjoyable first half in which both sides have shot the ball nicely. But it is Hapoel Holon 45, EWE Baskets Oldenburg 47 at the half-time break. Here are the stats, then you can see just how well both sides are shooting the ball from the inside. Still 81% for the hosts, 78% for EWE, but they are out-rebounding them considerably, are the German side. 19-7, 7 of those 19 are offensive, not one offensive rebound so far for the Israelis. That needs to change. 8 turnovers to 5 for EWE, and quite a few more fouls as well. Here are the game leaders. Tashon Thomas with 12, Tamir Blatt leading the way on rebounds and assists with 2 and 7 respectively. Maxime Deseo has 17 points for the Germans. Schwethelm with 6 rebounds, Franz Massenat with 3 assists. A couple of steals for Ricky Polding as well, who's had a nice game himself. He's also got 12 points to go with those few steals. But all in all, it's been really good watch so far, and it's just a 2-point game. I'll leave you with the highlights then from the first half, but make sure you're back in around 10 minutes time when the second half will get underway. And it is Hapoel Holon 45, EWE Baskets Oldenburg 47 at the halftime break. Well, welcome back, everybody, to Israel. Third quarter just a couple of minutes away now, and it's a pretty close one here. Hapoel Holon 45, EWE Baskets Oldenburg 47 at the half-time break. Just looked in that second quarter as though Hapoel Holon were just beginning to pull away. They got out to a biggest lead of 9, and then as soon as they did that, EWE Baskets managed to respond. Thanks mainly really to Maxime Deseo and to Ricky Polding, who turned it on towards the back end of that second quarter. And they now lead by 2, the German side, looking to go 5-2 in the Basketball Champions League regular season, to try and stay in touch with the likes of Pinar Karšiaka and AS Monaco, who sit just above them in the Group A table at the moment. They actually play each other tomorrow night. That should be a really good one. AS Monaco, of course, are unbeaten. They're 6-0 to start their regular season campaign. I'd strongly advise watching that one tomorrow night. That could be a really good one between those two. And of course, Hapoel Holon looking to try and win just their second game of the regular season. They're just 1-5 as we have reached game day 7. That solitary victory coming against NSC Krasnoyarsk just at the beginning of November. But other than that, it's been a bit of a tale of woe for the Israeli side. I mentioned right at the start there, they haven't exactly been blown away from any team. I think it was just Monaco they lost by 29, but other than that, they've had a couple of 2-point losses. They had a 7-point defeat as well, so they're there or thereabouts coming down the stretch. Just need to try and get it done. One thing they need to do better in this second half is certainly crash the boards a lot better. 19 rebounds for EWE in that first half, just 7 total rebounds for the home side. That's not going to get it done. Not one offensive rebound either, so not one second chance point. But both sides shooting the ball great from inside. 81% for Hapoel Holon, 77% for EWE. So let's hope that continues, and we should have another really good couple of quarters here. Maxime Deseo leading the way for EWE. He's got 17, and it is to Sean Thomas with 12 points for Hapoel, ably supported by the likes of Corey Walden and Glenn Rice Jr. as well. So we're off and running in the third with EWE in possession. As Schvethelm tries to line up the first 3 and count it. Great start for the Germans. Their lead extends to 5. Here's Corey Walden, who had a pretty good first half himself, Walden. He's got 10 points and a couple of assists. Tamir Blatt just want to try and get the ball in his hands as often as they possibly can. He's got 7 assists already. Now Glenn Rice Jr. Difficult shot, Jr. Does he get the roll? No. But he was fouled, so he'll shoot 2 anyway. So misses both. The rebound by Ricky Polding. Got to the line all that often, EWE, just one trip so far. That was a 3-point play, and a steal now by Corey Walden, now in transition, but an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Karsten Tada. Let's have another look. Good steal, Corey Walden, and yeah, just grabbed Walden as he was running through. So the correct call. First foul on Tada, so Walden with the chance to head to the line. Shoot a couple of free throws, and then of course Hapoel Holon will get possession of the ball back again. Makes 1 from 2. Tamir Blatt, now Corey Walden. Walden, great pass. Now Panini for 3, just comes up short and it goes out of bounds, so EWE will have it back. Spent the majority of his career at Maccabi Tel Aviv, did Guy Panini, but after 8 seasons he decided to join Hapoel Holon in July of this year. Ricky Polding to DeZeo. Protecting the perimeter pretty well there as DeZeo can't make the 2, and a big rebound by Tashawn Thomas. Goes back to Tamir Blatt. Foul goes on Carsten Tada again, so his second in the space of about 60 seconds. Three from way downtown, can't get it to go. Rebound by Mickey McConnell. Well, rejected by Glenn Rice Jr. And now he's looking to try and go coast to coast as well. Great pass! And a big play on both ends of the floor by Glenn Rice Jr. The 2 knocked down by Corey Walden. And it's back to a 2-point game. Here is Mickey McConnell again. Now Ricky Polding can take all the time in the world to make the 3, but can't get it. And Panini grabs the rebounds. Tashawn Thomas. Glenn Rice again, forces to go back. Now the 3 on the way off target. Another rebound by Mickey McConnell, who was actually once drafted in the 2011 Major League Baseball first-year player draft by the LA Dodgers. Said that he wanted to play basketball, but hasn't ruled out playing baseball in the future. That was the block just a moment ago from Glenn Rice Jr. DeZeo. Now McConnell, DeZeo sets the screen. Schvethelm penetrates, throws it back outside. Great ball movement by EWE, and the 3 is knocked down by Maxime DeZeo. He's up to 20. Great ball movement from the German side. And now the steal by Ricky Polding. Polding leaves it for DeZeo, who slams it down. Ricky Polding unselfishly just passed it on to DeZeo. And all of a sudden the lead has gone up to 7 for EWE. Glenn Rice Jr. is fouled, can't make the 2, but will shoot 2. Awful pass, really, got to be said, by Tashawn Thomas. Passed it straight to Ricky Polding, really. He's just picked up his 3rd foul, so he's in a little bit of foul trouble. Brad Losing picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter. No real surprise that we haven't seen him back for EWE. Struggled with his free throw, though, as Glenn Rice Jr. 1 from 4 so far today. Makes the second one. 78% free throw shooter in the Basketball Champions League so far. Foul now goes on Corey Walden. Played with Oostende of Belgium last year. Did Corey Walden. McConnell, now Schvethelm, nice little bounce pass to Deseo, and the jump hook is good. Well, it's been a pretty fast start here for EWE in this third quarter. They've extended the lead to 8. That's the biggest lead of the game so far for them. Tipped out of bounds. Hapoel Holon will keep it with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. So hard to deal with in the low post is Maxime Deseo. Won the Czech League last year with Ches Nimburg. Shot clock is down to 3. Someone needs to get it away. Corey Walden does just that and makes the 3 right on the buzzer. 16 points, he's 6 from 7 from the field is Corey Walden. And reduces the arrears to just 5. Knew the shot clock was counting down, had to get the 3 away. Foul goes on Glenn Rice Jr., his first. Franz Massenat into Deseo. Has it stripped out of his hands, but great hustle by Schvethelm, who steals it straight back for EWE. Now Mickey McConnell. To Franz Massenat, looking for Deseo all the time. Deseo trying to spin his way towards the basket, has to throw it back outside. This is good defense by Hapoel Holon, forces a difficult shot, no good, but another big offensive rebound by Deseo. Now Massenat for 3, comes up short, and Corey Walden eventually grabs the rebound. He was fouled anyway. So EWE baskets now in the penalty for the next 4.5 minutes of this third quarter. On comes Shlomi Harouche for Hapoel Holon, the 30-year-old. So Benini checks out. Back comes Isaiah Fillmore as well for EWE. Maxime Deseo looks like he's struggling a little bit, just holding that intercostal muscle. So Corey Walden will shoot a couple from the line here for the foul on Philip Schvethelm. Oh, he's had a great game. There's Corey Walden, he's up to 18 points personal. Shooting the ball great, it's just a 3-point game now, 57 points to 54 with just over 4 minutes to go in this third quarter as the 3 is on the way. It's another 3, Philip Schvethelm knocks it down. He's up to 11. Four from 5 from the field as well, Philip Schvethelm. No foul called on Glenn Rice Jr., who does really well to prevent the ball going out of bounds. Throws it back, manages to find a yellow jersey. Now Walden throws up the little floater, can't get it to go. And a strong rebound by Philip Schvethelm to win possession back for the German side. Great pass, throws outside. Schvethelm for another three. Count it again. Schvethelm with back-to-back threes. And EWE lead by 9. It's their biggest lead of the game so far. Walden drives towards the baseline, throws it back outside. Glenn Rice Jr. Now Coleman for 3, in and out. And another rebound for Schvethelm, who's had a great 60 seconds or so. Just over 3 to go in the thirds. EWE looking to go 5-2 in the regular season. Schvethelm again, they're looking to try and get him on the ball as much as possible. Can't get a tricky shot to go. And now in transition down the other end, Corey Walden is fouled, makes and one. Corey Walden up to 20, a chance to make it 21. The fast break in traffic, managed to get a difficult shot to go. Massenat shaking his head. His second. Corey Walden makes again from the line. He's 5 from 6 from the foul line today. 7 from 9 from the field. So shooting the ball really well for his 21 points. Another three. And at the moment, EWE cannot miss, and it's that man again. Philip Schvethelm. 3 consecutive threes. He's 5 from 6 from beyond the arc today. Just to let you know, the other game in Group A, I think, is just finished between Merthyr and Juventus Utena, and Merthyr have won that one 93 points to 83. So the lead is back down to 7. Well, they cannot afford to give him that amount of space, and it is turning into the Philip Schvethelm show out here. The lead's up to 10. Shlomi Harouche. Harouche tries to make a difficult shot, no good. Here is Mickey McConnell, throws it away. Good steal by Tashawn Thomas. Now Corey Walden, difficult shot, moving to his left, shooting to his right, but manages to grab his own rebounds. Now Tashawn Thomas, who drives, and on the reverse, no good. The rebound by Schvethelm. He's just completed a double-double for Philip Schvethelm. 17 points, 10 rebounds. Most of those 17 coming in this third quarter. So Walden checks out. Back comes Tamir Blatt for Hapoel Holon with just over a minute to go in this third quarter. The lead is 10. Easy pass, and Maxime Deseo makes the 2. Up to 26 now for Maxime Deseo. It's been some game from him. Tamir Blatt decides to throw the 3, and that's what Hapoel Holon need a little more of. Tamir Blatt connecting from downtown. Vital that they just stay in touch here going into the fourth. Massenat, and will turn it over. Called on the offensive foul, Franz Massenat. Still yet to register any points today. Massenat, he's had 5 assists though. Went to college at Drexel in the States. Was the 6th highest point scorer at Drexel. Finished with 1,646 points. And as Klein lines up the 3. And we've only got about a second between the shot and the game clock here. EWE with a chance to make it a double-digit game heading into the final quarter. Here is Massenat again. He's calling someone to come and set the screen. No one comes. Shot clock is down to 4, but a foul is called. And they've got 4.9 seconds now left on the clock. The foul goes on Tashon Thomas. So a trip to the line for Massenat to register his first points of the game. Signed with the club on a 3-year contract back in May of last year, did Franz Massenat. And he makes both from the line. And Hapoel Holon have pretty much 5 seconds to advance the ball and get the last shot away of this third quarter. They trail by 11. Walden to Tamir Blatt for 3 is way off target. And that will be that for the third quarter. And it's a third quarter that has been very profitable for EWE Baskets Oldenburg. They lead by 11. It's Hapoel Holon 62, EWE 73 at the end of the thirds. Well, Philipp Schwedhelm just took that game by the scruff of the neck in that third quarter. 17 points, 10 rebounds. He had 3 consecutive threes. Both sides 2-point shot just falling like you'd expect. Pretty difficult to carry on those kind of numbers. Both still above 60% though. EWE also shooting the 3 at 50%. They're 12 from 24 today from beyond the arc, so that'll get it done. And here are some of the highlights from that third quarter. So final quarter just about to get underway. EWE Baskets Oldenburg with an 11-point advantage here against Hapoel Holon, who have struggled so far in the Group A regular season. 1-5, and they'll need to try and find something in this final quarter to prevent going 1-6. Here's Tamir Blatt. Blatt lines up the 3. Great start. Trying to get the crowd going as well, Tamir Blatt, as he runs back with his arms waving all over the place. He's got 9 points, 7 assists now for Tamir Blatt. Brad Losing is back on the floor. Another 3 on the way, no good. And the foul goes on Isaiah Fillmore, who's not had a particularly memorable game so far. Isaiah Fillmore, 3 fouls, no points, no rebounds, just the 1 assist. Tamir Blatt again. Blatt looking to go to work on Losing, is fouled. And one. And Tamir Blatt has come out hot to start off this fourth quarter. A three, followed by a chance for a three-point play here. He's already reduced the deficit to 6 with a chance to make that 5. Which he does, 73-68. Just what the hosts were after to start this final quarter. That 11-point lead has already been reduced to 5 as DeZeo lines up the 3, well off target. Now Blatt looking to try and get them going in transition. Good transitional defense though by EWE as Tashawn Thomas tries to make a difficult right-hand jumper, no good. And Massenat. DeZeo. DeZeo again, the shot clock down to 4. The step away 2 is no good, comes up way short. Great pass into Tashawn Thomas in the low post, difficult to deal with, gets the roll. And what a start it has been for Hapoel Holon in this final quarter. They've raced out to an 8-0 lead. And they've reduced the arrears to just 3, 70 points to 73. As EWE call a timeout.
Yeah. So, hey, let's go next offense. Next offense is on 3 down. On 3 down. Okay? You play this. You have the feel here. Okay? You are. Let's go here. Take up for the bread.
Stay body.
So 3-point game with just under 8 minutes to go. And the crowd is certainly invested in this one now. It had got a little quiet, a little subdued inside this sports hall at the end of that third quarter when they found themselves trailing by 11. What a shot that was, though, by Ricky Paulding, who's moved to 14. Corey Walden does well to keep hold of the ball. Walden is fouled and one. Corey Walden, what a game he's having. Great aggression, penetration from Walden, just drew the contact, makes the 2. And another chance to make it a 3-point play here for Corey Walden. He's got 23 personal. He's 8 from 11 from the field. And a chance to reduce it to 2, which he does. It is a 1-possession game. Massenat now with 4 fouls. An 11-2 start for this fourth quarter as Paulding lines up the 3. Comes up short. Rebound by Klein. And a chance to level this game up or even take the lead again. Tamir Blatt to Tashawn Thomas. Difficult shot was fouled. And he'll shoot 2. Well, you can barely hear yourself talking now. The crowd have well and truly found their voice. There's Glenn Rice Jr. Tashon Thomas to the line. He's 2 from 2 so far from the foul line. Misses his first one though. So splits them, makes 1 from 2, and it's a 1-point game. Another foul called though. So as I said, we still have a couple more game days before we break for the Christmas and New Year period. So Hapoel Holon have 2 more games to play, 1 at home, 1 away. Next Tuesday, they're at home here again at the Holon Toto Arena to Murcia, who got the better of Juventus Athena earlier on today. And then they're faced with the rather daunting prospect as Deseo lines up the 3 and can't get it to go. Yeah, they're faced with the daunting prospect of going to Monaco to finish off their 2017 Basketball Champions League campaign before we start again in the new year. Knocked out of his hands by Deseo. So yeah, that game day 9 on the Tuesday the 19th and Wednesday the 20th of December will be the final game day before the Christmas and New Year break, and then we have to wait until Tuesday the 9th of January before game day 10 gets underway. We go all the way through to early February. In fact, Wednesday the 7th of February is the final game day of the regular season. So still plenty more basketball to bring you when 2018 begins. Walden again makes 1 from 2 from the line, and we are all tied up, 75 each. See the difference in how many times these two sides have been to the foul line. 19 for Hapoel Holon, just 3 for EWE, as another 3 from Tamir Blatt is on the way. And a rebound by Karsten Tada. Tada drives, and the foul goes on Tamir Blatt. So Blatt's first. Now Schvethelm for another 3. And the body blows keep coming from Philip Schvethelm, who just cannot miss from the outside at the moment. He's 6 from 7 today. He's up to 20 points, and EWE again lead by 3. Now Tamir Blatt throws it back outside. Panini shoots the 3 over the defense. No good. Offensive rebound. And the putback dunk from Tashon Thomas. Well, this is going to be a pretty pulsating final 5 minutes, as Tada lines up the 3 and another one. How well have they shot from the outside as this game has gone on, EWE. Blatt to Guy Panini, who throws the 3 and responds with a 3 of his own. And it's back to a 1-point game. Now Schvethelm tries to throw it into Maxime Deseo. The foul goes on Tashon Thomas, who doesn't look particularly happy with the call. So the fourth foul on Tashawn Thomas, so he's got to be careful as Massenat lines up the three. Way too much on it. And Hapoel Holon get the call, and of course EWE in the penalty, so they'll advance it straight back up the other end of the floor. And a trip to the foul line. This is the problem that EWE have. Foul goes on Maxime Deseo, who's picked up his third. He's always been a good defensive player, Maxime Deseo. He was voted the European Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year in the 2013-14 season. As Tashawn Thomas heads to the line, and all of a sudden his free throws have just started to desert him. And misses them both, and at this stage every single free throw is vitally important. There is Tada. Tada looking to try and go to work himself. Steps back, throws the three, is fouled. And Tada will shoot three. Couldn't convert from beyond the arc, but drew the foul. Looks to have taken a bit of a heavy fall as well. I think he's okay. He's eventually back up on his feet. It was Klein who just caught the arm of Tada as he shot the three. So he misses the first, Carsten Tada. 71% free throw shooter so far in the Basketball Champions League. He's only averaging 2.8 points a game, Carsten Tada, something that he'd quite like to improve on. And he makes 2 from 3, and a timeout has been called. It was still just a one-possession game, but it's EWE Baskets who lead by 3, 83 points to 80. It's Hapoel Holon with the timeout.
Solid defense now. Okay, let's play another 4 minutes like that and we win the game. Okay? Let's go from this time out. Let's go two sides. Nini, get Tamir well, come from this side. Okay? Two sides. Tamir with the ball. Corey.
Don't risk that he have long pass. Don't risk, make pressure. Stay close to your man, Stay more contact with your guys when they go here. Okay? Don't risk. After this we go down, and after this, okay? Watch out.
Well, Dan Shamir just a little calmer than Mladen Drijencic in that timeout, but Dan Shamir pretty happy with the way his side are playing now. He said if they continue to play defense as they have done in this fourth quarter, he's pretty confident that they'll win the game. So Hapoel Holon in possession. We've got under 4 minutes to go. It's a 3-point game. It's a one-possession game. And this is what the Basketball Champions League is all about. It certainly seems to have become a lot more competitive this season since the 8 sides have been taken out of the tournament. As the three is good again, and we're all tied up. Guy Panini knocks it down, and he's got 9 points now. And Svethelm back on the ball here for EWE. Now to Zeu. Boos ring out around this basketball hall. Now to Zeu. Shot clock is down to 2. Had to shoot. Great defense again by Hapoel Holon, just what Dan Shamir was saying, the Hapoel Holon coach, if they continue to play defence like they have done, he's confident they're going to win this game. They forced a really difficult shot there. Here's Tashon Thomas, throws it back outside. Good ball movement by Holon. Shot clock is down to 2. Walden just got it off in time, but can't get it to go. Defensive rebound by Maxime Deseo. Here is Massenat. Massenat to Deseo, up the other end of the floor. No good with the 3. And the rebound by Klein Jr. Now Corey Walden. Tashon Thomas sets the screen. Walden throws it out to Tamir Blatt. Blatt up against Deseo, throws the 3. It's a bit of a mismatch between those two. Maxime Deseo at 2 meters 4. Tamir Blatt at 1 meter 90. Here is Ricky Paulding, who's fouled. Can't get the 2 to go, but will shoot 2. Paulding makes the first. As I say, he was always a really good college player, Ricky Paulding. He once scored 37 points against Dwayne Wade, including 9 threes in his junior year. Certainly set tongues wagging. So EWE leading by 2. Great bounce pass. What a little dish that was from Tamir Blatt, who's got 11 assists now today. And we're tied up again. Looking to try and make it as hostile an atmosphere as they possibly can here are the crowds. Maxime Deseo, this is where he's dangerous. Little spin, can't get the jump hook to go, and the rebound by Tashon Thomas, and the chance here for Hapoel Holon to take the lead again. Here's Tamir Blatt. As Panini lines the 3 from miles out. Guy Panini makes the 3 from way downtown. Another assist for Tamir Blatt. And Hapoel Holon now have the lead, and a timeout has been called by EWE with just over a minute to go.
Hey guys, this is easy mistake. Let's go, we must attack, we must attack. Go, inbound. Inbound is seen, hey. You make inbound. You make inbound. You have speed for the Max, okay? You have speed for the Ricky. Ricky go in, Max pass in. Okay, on, pass to Max. Max, you are.
If they score us from the post, okay?
55.
No,
55.
Yes,
Give me everything.
Hey, no 3, but hey, you guys have to go rebound. 1, 2, 3, go get the rebound. No 3-point shot.
Well, there's been some fourth quarter here from Hapoel Holon. They've outscored EWE 26 points to 12. They now lead by 3. They trailed by 11 coming into it. I said it would take something special, and they seem to have found it. A massive 3 from Guy Panini just a second ago. We've got just over 60 seconds to go. Both sides in the penalty as Paulding throws up the right hand. Jump hook, can't get it to go, and Tashon Thomas grabs the rebounds. A chance for Hapoel Holon to make it a 2-possession game. And a foul, so they will head to the line. Corey Walden, who has 27 points. He's the game leader. And he's 7 from 9 from the free throw line today. So it is now a 2-possession game. The lead is 4 with 50 seconds to go. A chance to make that lead 5, which Corey Walden does. He moves to 29. The lead moves to 5, and another timeout has been called as we head down the stretch. Coach Trijancic with the timeout.
Watch please, hey! Franz, you are involved, okay? Max, you have screen for the Ricky, you have screen, go here, Max open, okay? Go please, hand off, Max, after handoff, down screen for the Ricky go out, watch for the shot, 3 points.
Switch in, watch the flash screens, and watch how the position of the switch. Okay, hey, watch the position of the switch so you don't get slipped. So they don't slip you, pick and pop, flares, etc. So we switch before the inbound, everything. Okay? Hey, no 3-point play, this is the most important thing. Hey, no slip, no 3-point play.
Just making sure, Coach Shamir, that his sides don't give up any 3-point plays. They're in the driver's seat, looking for just their 2nd win in the Basketball Champions League regular season Group A. It has not quite gone to plan so far in their debut season. Holding into DeZeo, throws it back outside, great little feint. The 3 is on the way! Count it! Mickey McConnell. And the lead is down to 2, and just what Coach Shamir didn't want. They give up the 3-pointer, and the lead is down to 2, and Dan Shamir immediately calls a timeout. It was a nice drawn-up play, though, just left Mickey McConnell in so much space beyond the arc.
We're switching everything, so don't give 3-point play. Okay? Corey, come off stage. Okay, right here, playing the inbounder. DJ, you coming off. You're still using him, and we get Samir over here. Okay? So you can, Nini. Okay? Then you. Samir.
Every time it go, but he's safety on, okay? Blood, go over. Next offense, then we have offense. Try to play. Hands down. You pop, shot, okay? Nothing.
Poor old Mladen Trijancic can barely talk. His voice is pretty much gone. Nice feint initially by McConnell before knocking down that 3. And an important possession here for Hapoel Holon. Can they make it a 2-possession game again? 90 points to 88 here at the Holon Toto Arena in Israel. And it is Hapoel Holon with possession. This is the man they want on the ball, Tamir Blad, who's got 12 assists today. Blatt, great pass. Tashawn Thomas with a couple of feints and the dunk. Wonderful from both Blatt and Tashawn Thomas. 12 points, 13 assists for Tamir Blatt. It's a 4-point lead as Paulding throws the 2, can't get it to go. Does well to grab his own rebound. Now Schveltman throws the 3, tried to draw the foul as well, no good. And now they can just tick down a few seconds here, Hapoel Holon, and in the end they have to intentionally foul with just 7.3 seconds left on the clock. Well, that should be that. Tamir Blatt pretty convinced that it is. Celebrating with his teammates, the fans that have come out to enjoy this wonderful basketball game today. certainly believe that they're just about to witness their second win. He has been magnificent, Tamir Blatt. Corey Walden at the line. Makes the lead up to 5. And he makes the second. And Corey Walden checks out of the game with 31 points. 9 from 13 from the field today. Well, the 2 will go, so it's back to a 4-point game, but that will be that as Panini throws the 3 from the half court. And Hapoel Holon have their second win in the Basketball Champions League regular season. They have beaten EWE Baskets Oldenburg 94 points to 90. They move to 2 and 5, and for the time being they leapfrog above NSC Krasnoyarsk and Dinamo Sassari on points. They move to 9 points, but of course Dinamo Sassari and NSC Krasnoyarsk still have to play tomorrow. So EWE Baskets Oldenburg go level on points with Pinal Kashiaka. They have 11. EWE go to 4 and 3 in Group A, but AS Monaco taking on Pinal Kashiaka in Group A tomorrow. That should be some game. I highly recommend tuning in for that one. And of course, don't forget to download the new Basketball Champions League app as well, that you can get for all the latest news and highlights and videos and everything you could possibly need. But it's joy for Holon today. The German side just rightly applauding their travelling supporters that have come to watch them today. Well, Schwethelm there just in the bottom of your screen was terrific. There's some Ricky Polding fans. Whether they've travelled from Germany or whether they live here in Israel, I'm not so sure. But they haven't been able to celebrate like this in front of their home fans too much in the Basketball Champions League, but they can soak this in, they can enjoy every single moment of this. It was a great game, and remember, they trailed by 11 going into that final quarter. They really had to work hard for that win, which will make it even sweeter. Here are the stats. Holon shooting the ball at 65% from 2-point range. They were out-rebounded, only 4 offensive rebounds all day. 25 assists for Hapoel Holon, 13 of those coming from Tamir Blatt. Plenty more turnovers for EWE, 14 turnovers to Holon's 8. That's something that they're going to have to try and work on, the German side. They need to look after the ball a little bit better. He was fantastic, that man on your screen, Corey Walden. He finished with 31 points. Thomas with 6 rebounds, Blatt with those 13 assists. It was Maxime Deseo who led the way for EWE. He had 26 points. A great game as well for Philipp Schwethelm. He finished with 20 points and 10 rebounds. And 6 assists as well for Franz Massenat. Here are the top scorers from the respective sides. Walden with 31, Thomas 19, Glenn Rice Jr. with 13, Deseo 26, Schwethelm 20, and Ricky Polding with 16. And here is how Group A stands. So Hapoel Holon for the time being are off bottom spot. They have 9 points, and EWE stay in third with Pinal Kashiaka and AS Monaco meeting each other tomorrow. Amazing what a win can do, and of course there's still so many more games to come in the regular season as well. We go right the way through to early February. So do not count Hapoel Holon out of reaching the knockout stages of the Basketball Champions League either. So a great game here in Israel. I will leave you here with the highlights from the second half, in which Corey Walden exploded. He had 31 points, and Hapoel Holon have what their second win in the Basketball Champions League regular season. They move to 2 and 5. EWE move to 4 and 3. Thank you for your company today, and of course there's plenty more action on the Basketball Champions League coming later today, a few games just about to get going in the next few minutes if you want to tune into those on livebasketball.tv. And of course, make sure if you're interested in Group A that you are back with us tomorrow for AS Monaco against Pinar Karşıyaka. But here, Hapoel Holon have beaten EWE Baskets Oldenburg 94 points to 90.